Pretty emails don't bring money, conversion-focused emails do. We've audited hundreds of email programs, and when brands tell me our emails look good but don't perform, it's almost always a design problem. In this video, I'm breaking down the 10 non-negotiable rules to make your emails not only look good, but also drive clicks and conversions. So with that being said, let me dive right into it. So pretty emails, as I mentioned before, don't equal profitable emails. Conversion-focused design means creating emails that guide attention, load fast, and drive clicks, especially on mobile, of course. These are the non-negotiables every brand should follow. First one is use proper font size. For example, if you're using a graphic-based email, so you're using images and stuff like that, the actual fonts, they need to be large enough. Otherwise, when you're viewing the email on mobile, because it doesn't automatically get converted into a different font size because it is a graphic image, then that's where you see most problems. So use a minimum 16 pixel body text for readability. 18 plus is even better for mobile again, right? Headers should be bold, punchy, and between 22 and 28 pixels. Avoid fancy fonts, stick to clean, web-safe ones like Helvetica, Arial, or CSM defaults, are very normal ones. Don't use very cursive or very advanced fonts that actually don't look as good on mobile, especially again if the font size is not where it should be, or at least large enough. People don't read, keep that in mind. They scan most of your emails. 95% of the people reading your emails actually skim through them instead of reading every single word. So big clear text makes the experience way better, seamless, okay? Next, nail the above default section. So what's the above default section? Everything that comes before on the first scroll, especially on your mobile. So it's the first section you see when you open up the email. So for example, here we've got an optimized above default. You see a headline, sub-headline, and then a CTA, whereas here, you only have a top menu, and that's pretty much it. You don't really have any context on the email itself, okay? The ATF section is your hook. Think of it like an ad preview. So within the first 3 seconds, users should see a clear headline, a supporting subheadline, a visual product, and then a CTA ideally. People decide whether to scroll down or delete or just basically close the app based on this section, so optimize ruthlessly. Okay, next we've got design for dark mode or use graphics altogether. So over 80% of mobile users browse using dark mode. Myself, I do it, for example, right? And probably you do too. So if your email doesn't adapt, it can break the design and kill readability. For example, here, I took this screenshot on my mobile. The actual logo is pretty much lost. You cannot see it, right? If you're using text, same thing is going to happen for the most part if it is not optimized for your dark mode, essentially, right? So 2 options: build with dark mode in mind, right? So test in Idmus or send a test directly to your own inbox and just check the email on your phone, or use graphic-based emails with transparent PNGs and outline logos, which is something they didn't do here, to make so nothing inverts and so nothing gets lost, essentially, right? Bonus, again, add a white load to black logos, like this one again, so they don't disappear on dark backgrounds, for example, right? Next, we've got CTA design, really important. Make sure it is big, bold, and easy to click. Okay, so the CTA is where the money happens. Make sure your buttons use a contrasting color from the background, are big enough to tap with a thumb on mobile, and then have a clear, short, concise text. Shop now, get started, claim my discount, etc., etc. Here, pretty simple to see and click, right? Especially mobile. Here, it gets lost, and I actually previewed this email on my or open this email on my desktop. I cannot imagine how small it is on mobile, actually. So it's even worse, okay? The CTA should appear above default and again throughout the email if the email is longer as well. 5 very important rule is use a single column layout. So multi-column layouts often look great on desktop and awful on mobile, right? So stick with a 1 column for easy stacking on small screens, enough padding between the elements, enough padding in white space to avoid clutter, and then a clean visual flow that moves top to bottom. Like here, clear example, very solid, very simple, clear, concise copy, and then just everything is very easy to navigate on our phones, right? With this email right here. Next, we've got, just keep in mind, simplicity equals better user experience, which equals more clicks, which of course equals more revenue generated. 6, we've got remove navigation bars from the top. I hate those. So what do I mean by that is these bars right here, you know, like these navigation bars right here, or like this one on mobile, they just take the attention away from the actual main CTA of the email, right? So why remove them? They create too many exit points, right? They push down your ATF content, so above default content, and they distract from your core CTA of your core emails angle, right? If needed, you can place navigation links in the footer, but never at the top. For example, here, this is something we do all the time as well, just at the bottom, sorry. It's cleaner, and then it just, again, doesn't take the attention away from the actual main CTA of the email. Okay. Next, we've got always optimize for mobile first. This goes without saying. Depending on the brand, 50 to 80% fewer opens will be on mobile. So that means your design should, one, be touch friendly. Sounds weird, but it should be touch friendly. Load fast, so make sure to compress images using tiny PNG, for example. Use high contrast visuals and clear CTA buttons, and then avoid super tall hero images that bury your CTA, okay? Test every email on your phone before hitting send. This is really important, do it. Klaviyo previews can be misleading, okay? Really, really important to just test, like preview your email on your actual phone as well. Okay, next we've got reduce visual clutter and add white space, which I touched upon before. But if your email feels crowded, people will not engage. So rules of thumb here, add a 20 to 40 pixel padding between sections. Avoid putting more than 1 to 2 ideas in a single email, and then use visual hierarchy to guide attention. So headlines, images, CTAs. Clarity and simplicity are what drives conversions. Really, really important. For example, here, everything is clean, compact, and just overall perfect for conversions, essentially, right? Okay. Next, we've got stick to your brand, but prioritize conversions. Okay. Brand, colors, tone, and style matter, but not at the expense of effectiveness. I repeat, brand colors, tone, and style matter, but not at the expense of effectiveness and conversions. So make sure every element on your email is on brand and conversion friendly. They can be both easily, right? Visual support the message, not distract from it, and then emails feel like an extension of your site experience, okay? Clarity and simplicity are what drive conversions. So conversion design doesn't equal boring, right? It means strategic. And again, it can be on brand and also conversion friendly, okay? Finally, reuse and optimize high performing layouts. So test your emails over time and save what works. Build a modular system of proven blocks. So for example, if you see that a specific layout works every single time, then you can utilize that specific module or like layout for future emails or flow emails. Like emails are a compilation of modules, right? So if you see that the specific module always works, then you know that already, and then you can utilize that across multiple email angles, across multiple flow emails as well. So for example, like hero plus CTA, a testimonial section that always works, a product call out, educational mini guide, whatever it is, you'll see patterns over time. So make sure you utilize that information for future emails. So yeah, that way you're not starting from scratch every single time. So that's pretty much it for this video right here. If you found value, of course, please subscribe. Please consider subscribing to my free newsletter for battle tester strategies that I don't share anywhere else. So I send 3 emails a week that are actually like value packed, incredibly value packed with amazing strategies and things we actually implement every single day that again, I don't share on this channel or anywhere else. So feel free to subscribe. And then finally, if you're running an e-commerce brand doing over 50K per month right now and you want a high performing email marketing team with over 5 years of experience, I would love to help you and put together a free Klaviyo audit of your account, as well as a specific plan of attack to see if we can help you or not, which could be the case. So yeah, with that being said, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.